Check. 1 2 1 2. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the Citadel, the Bitcoin Citadel. We're here on the moon, sitting in the beautiful apartment here. Why don't you come on in? Why don't you spend some time with the Crypto Lifer? We're going to jump on into Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the coins that are coming. See, the idea behind this is you close your eyes and the bear market is over. Next thing you know, the prices that you saw on the lows are gone. It can happen in a flash. No one knows exactly when it can happen, but if you don't tune in every single day, you just might miss it. So I want to keep everyone vigilant. I want to keep everyone realizing that to be on point, you need to be on point. And to get the best and the lowest prices, you need to pay attention. And you can't skip out of the market just when the fear gets high. So let's take a look at that fear and greed index. Let's start off the day talking about what's happening in the market. What's up with that fear and greed index? I think it should be slipping down to the 16, 15 level, still holding 24 solidly. Not sure where they get all these metrics from, but still holding 24 solidly. Very interesting. I feel there's an 18, 17 fear, but again, they haven't adjusted this as such. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Booming to the upside. Boom, boom, boom. And we talked about this. This was my idea. The only reason I thought it possibly wouldn't happen is because the 1 hour got very extended. However, I want my beginner traders to learn that the stochastics RSI are like a speed. You know when they do an acceleration for a car to see how fast it can go? And so it starts here, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. But once it gets up here, boom. And down here, boom. You can get accelerated movement when you're in these regions. There is momentum up here. And look at the size of that momentum for Bitcoin, going to $43,000. If you told me we were going to break through 43K, I would have never believed you. Just we were not getting it. Look, lackluster. This is how you can see what's happening in the market. Also, look, stochastic, the RSI getting high. But this is a good sign. We break through 43K. We say goodbye to 42K. Unbelievable. Like, unbelievable. And if you were in my... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm not showing Bitcoin right now. I understand. Hold on 1 second. Let me get out of here. No, but wouldn't you want to see what I'm telling you? Wouldn't you want to see? You know, what if I should cut the show off right now and I disappeared into nowhere? What if it was just like, I was like, you know what, today, I'm just going to keep it to myself. What if I kept all this to myself and I just stayed at home trading Bitcoin, making so much money by myself? Nobody has to know where Bitcoin's going to go. I don't have to teach anyone. No, I'm just making a joke, but it just would be funny, right? It would be funny. Anyway, let's get into the chart. So if you're in my Patreon and you weren't a moron like me who was in front of a Citadel while he's talking about a chart. But anyway, I hope I let you realize that I do that all the time. Anyway, so Bitcoin pumping to the upside here. Up, banging on him. Look, and there's my measured move. It wants the measured move. Where did I get the measured move? From right here. Simple math. I'm not a rocket science. I'm a simple man. I'm a carpenter of sorts. The nail into the board. People think trading has to be that amazing. You don't have to be the smartest guy to know how to trade. You just got to have control over your emotions and be somewhat disciplined. If you can create a system, get disciplined, and get organized. Like, it's highly likely now Bitcoin takes a break here. It's way from the 21 and it had a nice, beautiful pump. That's like the biggest you get. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one of the bigger pumps there, but this is a pretty big bump for Bitcoin. All the way up to $43,000. Unbelievable. Nice bull trap, pulling people on in. Does it mean we have more pain coming? Well, one thing is we broke through the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour. It's a good sign. Usually there's a rejection point. I was highly surprised when Bitcoin just flew through this point and moved to the upside. So, exciting times for Bitcoin as we get a beautiful pump to the upside. Everyone wants to know, why would I join your Patreon? What would be the point? Well, last night, you would have been given this trade right before I went to bed, or even this morning at 7:31 a.m. and I'm pointing it to the upside, but I also say it may roll over. But last night before I go to bed, I'm looking at Bitcoin and I'm like, man, this is at 11 p.m. last night and I see Bitcoin going up to past 43K. My target's about $43,400 for Bitcoin. And so had you made the trade and trusted in the technical analysis, no stop loss would have been hit and you would have nailed it beautifully. So I'm just pointing out that my patrons get taken care of like a baby in a manger. And I make sure they're never left out. I make sure they're never down and out. I am always putting in the work, putting in the effort to make sure that everybody can see what's happening in the market. They understand where the market's going, and they have a little bit of insight as to the probability of where the market may go. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice, as you see the words there. Nothing I say should be taken as such. Nothing on this channel should be taken as such. What I will do is I'll teach you technical analysis, though. I'll teach you the tools of TradingView. I'll teach you how to make Fibonacci, pull your Fibonacci. I'll teach you about a measured move, and I'll show you the deal, So look at the algorithm. The algorithm wants to go to my measured move. How do I get so accurate with this? How does this happen to be? Because it just happens over and over again. And if you learn it, listen, these charts move in a way where they have to move in a way. What does that mean? It's confusing, right? But look, this is a double bottom, right? This is even a bit of a cup and handle. As I talked about this being a cup and this being a handle. Measured move of the cup and handle is the length here to here. And if we swing that to the upside, bang. That also gives us the exact measured move of where we're at. It's insane. But if you just play cup and handles the way I do, and you just trust in their move, then bang, 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 bang. I see things that a lot of other people don't see. That's why we're very accurate here on the trading. And that's why joining my trading school, joining my trading team would be a great idea. 43, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 on the 3, dude. I just nailed it. The second I looked at it, there was quadruple threes. And it never happened again. That's so crazy. But 43,300 for Bitcoin, this is a big move. Bitcoin is basically asserting itself. If Bitcoin can break through here right now, this would be crazy. Highly unlikely. I'm seeing we're very overbought here. Still got to push up. And again, look, it was the 15-minute that saved the day. And that's why when I long and I go in on the 1 hour, I make sure the 15-minute is low. Because you would have missed this move had you just waited on the 1 hour. But just getting here on the low, bang, bang. So insane. The 15-minute, which is my go-to time frame for entry. Why is it? I just perfected that 15-minute. I love it. Look at the green candles for Bitcoin. Bitcoin booming to the upside. Enough is enough. Look at that. Short squeeze is in order. The shorts are getting liquidated. Liquidate those shorts. The green candles for Bitcoin. Put a 1 in the comment section if you're with me. Put a 1 in the comment section if you're with me. Wait, why is that so overblown? Hold on 1 second here. I'm just looking at the levels there. They were just so red. I'm so sorry. They shouldn't be that red. That's a bit absurd. But usually I'm never that high. I don't know, man. This program sometimes. Check, 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 check. Want to keep the energy up. And look at Bitcoin now booming through the next resistance. This is crazy. This is a bit of a move. This is a bit of a move, so to speak. Mwah, ciao, Bela. Beautiful, beautiful green. Bitcoin moves to the upside. Now, like I said, 15-minute will have to pull back. All these, we're looking for a pullback. We're going to be overbought at one point. See? And you're going to have to flag out or make a flag and come back to the 21-day moving average. Test my theories. Learn my theories. But this is a beautiful thing. I would be closing a swing trade for Bitcoin right now. This is a beautiful thing. This money will flow into the alts a little bit. We should get a little bit of a move. Another thing that I teach my students is how Bitcoin follows the future, like the Dow, right? And before I go to bed every night, I give my students what the Dow is doing. And last night, I pointed out the Dow had flipped green to 138.8. Also, I've been projecting that in the next few days, we're going to have a huge rally in the Dow. Why? Because the Dow is in a cup and handle. Let's break that down for you as well. Let's jump on in. There's some news coming in for ALEPH. I want to talk about that. I want to get into some news, and we'll break that down here. Look, ALEPH IM raises $10 million to develop a censorship-resistant data storage. A lot of channels would make this one video, waste 5 minutes of your time and go, we got a new coin, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for coming to the channel. You can hit the freaking Bybit link if you want, blah, blah, blah. Today I want to talk about a new coin. I think it's amazing. Yeah, it's called ALEPH. They just had this new censorship data resistant, yada, yada, yada. Let's pop into the charts. Let's talk about it. 5 minutes later, you just wasted your time. They're good channels. What I'm trying to say is in this live stream, you're going to learn so much in such a small amount of time. You're going to get it impacted. You know, like people eat granola bars to go trade, you know, when they go trail bars, whatever they call it, because it has a packed full amount of nutrients. This is the crypto nutrient bar for you every day for 2 hours. Get a compact piece of information. Not only are you going to learn the education of technical analysis and not just blah, blah, blah and hoo-hee-ha, but you're also going to learn your support and resistance, right? Your Fibonacci. You're going to pick up what I'm putting down over and over and over again. Moving averages, 221, the 50 crossing the 200 and more. These are going to blow your mind. Then you're also going to get news. So anyway, let me shut up and keep it moving. So I'm looking at ALEPH, and I talked about ALEPH breaking out, and I had it in this channel with the measured move. It's almost to my measured move. The measured move would have given about 21% gains, starting on January 18th and moving to the upside. Bang, 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 ALEPH starting to make a move. And it comes with that, and look, bouncing off the 200-day moving average right near it, which I talk about as well. Quite interesting for ALEPH. So ALEPH been doing retesting, breaking out since we pointed it out here. Look, I have it in a giant cup and handle. Bang, bang, bang. So learn the ways of the lifer, walk on water as ALEPH. We were in ALEPH before the news came out. Now it's got news of more coming in, more money coming in, more development for ALEPH. And everybody likes privacy. Everybody likes a little privacy. That's never going to be out of date. You know what I'm saying? So there's your sell-off for Bitcoin on the flag. Highly likely we get our pullback. The shorts were liquidated. Let's look at the shorts that got wrecked. Follow whale bot wrecked. It's a funny place. Follow whale bot wrecked right here on Telegram, and it's going to show you when everyone gets wrecked. Liquidated short on Bitcoin, 43,000. He bought $131,000. Rocked. This guy got rocked for $131,000. This guy got locked. He had $3.9 million in the oh my God. And he was shorting Bitcoin. And he got liquidated at 43,789. Remember, they take it higher. They took it to 590, and they took it all the way to 43.8. They got him. Liquidated short on XRP. Liquidated short on Bitcoin. And so they have to start buying. And that's what just created the frenzy. That was a short squeeze, my friends. A beautiful short squeeze. So it's a good and bad thing. The push-up was really created by leverage traders over leveraging. Let's take a look at the dollar index and the rest of the market. Let's pop into the chat, see how's everybody feeling in the chat. How are my lifers doing? Thank you for jumping on in and giving me a piece of your life, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I really, really appreciate it. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 151 people on the live stream. Missing the beautiful pump of Bitcoin. Where is everybody? Is that really all the chat we got? Smoosh the like. Shout out to everyone here. Now can we get 444? I know. We got 43333. Now we need 44444 for sure. I'm with you on that. 110%. We here, baby. Shout out to Stack Crypto Gains. For anyone that is new to trading, this guy will look after you. I started by looking for the best indicator. Don't waste your time on this. Just follow Sam. Crypto Gains. We here, boss. Great thumbs up. 15 minutes of pure gold already. Look at that. Crypto Broders here, lifer. Shout out to Irish Jacks, man. Thoughts on Fuse. Opinions on Gemini acquiring OmniX. I have no idea what OmniX is. I just saw a headline. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's do a deep dive at one point. I like what you're bringing up. Okay. Beautiful pump for Bitcoin. Good time to take a swing trade profit, in my humble opinion, but you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not your daddy or your mommy. I'm just your crypto guy. All right, I'm not your crypto daddy. I'm not your crypto mommy. And look, there was the wick right there. Right as I said, we were probably highly likely to pull back on a flag. What happened when we pull back on a flag? I would go to a smaller time frame, really, to see what's happening because the market's moving voraciously. That was a beautiful move for Bitcoin. I will give it. I didn't see the 50 minutes saving us that much. Wow, look at the size of the 4-hour candle. Overbought. The greatest thing about this is the 4-hour was about to demolish us, and we were about to see max pain to the downside. The only way we were going to get saved is if the 1 hour or the 15 minutes somehow pulled a trick out of the bottom of its hat. It just was like, whoop, and gave us a higher high. We've started an uptrend now, my friends. We've started an uptrend. Why? Because this is a high. This is a low. High. That's a lower low. If this trend now can continue, and push us up into a higher high, then we can start a new uptrend. And this will be an uptrend and not just a, an ugly move. Now, again, I'm not buying this until we get somewhere up in here. Shout out to my man D. Kennedy, all the way from Cocoa Beach, Florida, living the life, watching those spaceships blast off into the abyss of the ether. Shout out to my man. Appreciate you for coming on in. We'll take a look at GALA for my dude, D. Kennedy. Shout out to D. Kennedy. Appreciate you for being a constant lover and subscriber of the channel. You're the man. We'll take a look. One thing I want to show you too. So we nailed the Bitcoin trade yet again from last night. However, it did look like it was going to roll over by high probability wise. Like, I cannot believe. But look, this is something we've been looking at for a while too. This popping to the upside. And look, so far we're trying to get to the measured move there at 43,874. We hit it on the futures trades, right? And when you look at this closely, it is a bit of a cup and handle. See this? It's the definition of a cup and handle right there. Low, higher low. Bitcoin just now needs, on the 4 hour, a little more pump. Sorry. A little more pump here. And then this 4 hour is going to roll on us. And we've been waiting for it. Maybe it even double tops. You never know. But the 4 hour is going to roll, and we need certain levels to hold. Like, we don't want to break back into this, into the pattern. So we'll extend this trend line. It's a clear breakout. We cannot see a break back in here. So we don't want to break back in here. We don't really want to break these two levels here. So levels to watch, 42,000. Obviously, we're going to lose 43K here. And we're going to go back into the 42s because we're overbought here on the 1 hour. And the 1 hour is going to have to cool down. Learn your stochastics RSI. Deadly accurate indicator. When they're cooked, they're cooked. And if you don't believe me, you can back test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6 times. Perfect time to sell right there. Check 1. Perfect time to sell right there. Check 2. Nice time to sell on a swing. Check 3. Nice time to sell on a swing. Check 4 because 1, 2, 3, 4 all went to the downside. Nice time to sell on a swing. Check 5. Nice time to sell on a swing. Check 6. Every single one of these would have a move to the downside. This one, fine. It would go up a little bit if you held on. So you could kind of negate that. Fine. 1 out of 6 times, but I still check it. So 6 out of 6. We're 7 for 7 here with a pullback and a bounce. So we're looking for a bounce off of either 42.5 or 42,000 even. If they bring you to 42K, look for them to bring you to 41.8 one more time on a wick because they're going to use that fear and they're going to get the shorts and liquidate them. So I could see 41,751 last time on a shakeout. Also, we did point this out and I had this drawn and I drew it when the head was first began. I drew this when it first began right here. But we had this inverted head and shoulder drawn. And you take the neckline, bang, bang, and there is your measured move to a T. I mean, these algos don't play. That's exactly how they do it. I figured out how the algo moves. The algo goes, sells, boom. It finds inverted head and shoulders, boom. And it just, that's how, I don't know if you noticed what I just did, but it's boom. That's how the algo moves. It's because it takes this, it goes wick to wick. It measures that. This is all instantaneous too. Throws it up here, sells at the top. And it does it as it's moving. Like, it figures all this out as it's happening. Like, it's a moving algo. Like, it's amazing what these hedge funds are doing at a high frequency. So 43,000. If 43,000 holds, this would be a beautiful thing. How can that happen? Well, let's go to a smaller time frame and assess. If the 5 minute can hold flags, that's what's going to be, that's what's going to hold us down. So I called this too. I don't even mean I called it. I was able to see the TA just like you will be one day. If you become one of my students or you hang out with me long enough for what I do to rub off on you. The whole point is to join my trading group so it rubs off on you. So the things that I see go with you, Like, look. You can clearly, and there's proof of all the things I do here. This is at 8:46 a.m. This one's at 7:31 a.m., right? And you can see I clearly have the inverted head and shoulder drawn. And even the move here past 730, it just insanity. 15-minute kept us alive, and my goodness, wow. Impressed by what we saw here for Bitcoin. I'm telling you, eventually we're going to get a bottom. I bought at 40K, did you? I bought at 41,000, did you? I bought Bitcoin yesterday, the day before. I bought Bitcoin on the lows yet again for the 5th or 6th time in my life. And if this happens to be the bottom, I'll be able to say again, I caught the bottom. We'll be saying it for days. More people will jump into the Patreon. This thing will rock and roll. We are here to stay. We're not going anywhere. The consistency will win every single time. How many times did we short Bitcoin in the last week and a half? Probably 4 or 5 times. We nailed a bunch of shorts. I show you can make money in the down. You can make money in the up. It doesn't matter. You can take control of your destiny. You can do whatever you want. When you become a trader, you can trade anywhere in the world. It's the best thing. It's awesome. Some love for the fam, Sam. Shout out to the 199 from Rodney Robinson. Can we look at SLP? Could it be the start of a huge cup and handle in the future? Honestly, I'd give up on that coin. And I'm not a financial advisor. SLP, like the chip away to the Axie Infinity game, like the throwaway tip coin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I humbly would bow out of that position. But that's me. All right? I'll go over it. We'll talk about it. ALEPH pumping to the upside with the news and the Bitcoin move. You're going to see a lot of USDT pairs just taking that move to the upside. And ALEPH doing damage. Remember, perfect time to take some profits. I said it. You do whatever makes you happy. Perfect time to take some profits when the 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 here is overbought. Even if you get one more of a pump, you'll end up with some bearish divergence and probably end up here on a retracement. So good overall range to take some profits. We talked about ALEPH. Shout out to anyone that jumped into ALEPH. We've been going over it for the last few days. Strong coin on the radar. Let's take a look at another strong coin, VR, Victoria VR at 51, coiling up, getting ready. 4 hour extremely oversold, showing signs of a coil getting tight. It is a bit of a symmetrical triangle, kind of a wedge, However, I'm bullish on this coin. Just did a deal with Dell. Not many people realize that this thing will eventually smoke. We got into this though at 45, 44, never hit the stop loss. As you can see, that was a beautiful bottom buy at 44. And this thing has careened slowly to the and it's maintained this level of support, which is pretty crazy. It does not. Someone has either putting buy orders up here, spoofing orders, but 50 has been holding strong support for VR. Let's take a look at what we see on the 1 hour time frame. Small time frame looking good. I'm getting ready to get into this trade. This trade's looking good. Maybe the trade of the day, VR. Okay. The money flows out of Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes sideways, hopefully, and this pumps to the upside. It's a beautiful thing. This move for Bitcoin was beautiful. It was needed. It was a life preserver of life. We were gonna see 38K, and you can see my thing today. It said 44K or 38K, and how we fell out of that channel today was a huge deal. And we were overbought on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. How that 15 minutes swiggled its way out, I will always remember this day. And I'll always remember how the 15 minute was the one. And so you never know. That's why low stochastics on the 1 hour and the 15 minute are my go-to. And I tell everyone, if you just keep doing the same thing, you're going to catch the big one eventually. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a look at GALA from my man. GALA from my man, D. Kennedy, throwing down the 199 super chat. Appreciate you, D. Kennedy. Let's take a look at GALA. So GALA, I'm going to delete everything and we're going to start from scratch. So you can just see how I assess a coin from scratch. Let's take a look at GALA. First thing I want to do is mark my support and resistance lines. First thing, top resistance where we had our high. I also would like to mark the high so I know the all-time high. Wow, so it did go to about 84, 83. Insane. We were getting into this down here at about 7 cents, 4 cents, even I think we even looked at it when it was 4 cents, but Realistically, 7 cents, 8 cents, 7.5 cents. GALA. Now, bang, right? And then we put this support region here that we're bouncing. See if that can hold. That was a bounce area. That is a resistance area, right? And then the scary thing is we could gap all the way back down to 12, and there's really nothing stopping us from doing that. All the other coins did it, which is sad. Like Block did it. Like they all just kind of eventually, Hero, they went down to exactly on the lows. That's just to make people think that they're not cool. Those are high-end metaverse coins that are going to do some serious damage. I'm telling you, in my heart of hearts, I believe in those coins. Blocktopia, I believe in that project long term. It's got too many places, like too many projects have created rooms inside of their metaverse. It's a big deal to me. I'd be watching it very, very closely. So GALA wants to reverse here on the daily, showing signs of life. Look at kind of a shoulder, head and a shoulder, kind of ugly. Some signs of life here. MACD, it's had like so much bearishness. Eventually it needs to fall. Falling volume with falling price. You're losing seller volume. You should eventually get a reversal. We talk about this in the beginner's course. Falling price with falling volume tells you that you should get a reversal to the upside. So we're looking for that as well. Also, the RSI is low. MACD is extremely low on the daily time frame. Let's take a look at GALA on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, it's coming up here to be overbought and didn't get much of a push. But hey, can we get a double bottom and make a move? It's trying to assert itself here on a bottom with this previous resistance right here, using that as support. Previous resistance becomes new support, even all the way back from November 17th. So I want to put that in your radar and let you see. And this is a bit of a double bottom, even though it's slanted. It has happened as a double bottom. Let's take a look at the 1-hour for GALA. The 1-hour also overbought, telling you that it wants to come to the downside. It followed Bitcoin, but it didn't get much of a move comparatively, right? It bounced from 27 to 29. I almost got a 10% gain. I mean, that was a swing trade right there. And a bit of a jagged shoulder head and a tiny little shoulder there, funny little move. And you could say it did break out of this smaller falling wedge that it's in. So, okay, a breakout here. So if that's the case, it needs to make a higher low now. We can't see it break below 27. It breaks below 27, 27 and a half. You're going to see, possible more downside for GALA. So kind of a big deal that it holds 27. What we want to see is we want to see the 1-hour reverse, and we want to get a bounce off this support region right there. So look for a bounce for GALA off of 29. You see it above 29, 30, 31 in the next couple days. That means it held support pretty good, and it may be ready for its next leg to the upside, but I'd be watching it closely. There's an in-depth analysis into GALA. One thing actually I also can do is pull a Fibonacci. It's almost not needed, but it is, like I still get my assessment. Also, this is a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. The measured move would be the length of this entire pole. It would give you gas for GALA. Reason to believe this is the pathway, right? Not every chart has a measured move like this. This is the measured move. Like, you got to play the measured move the way you see it. You'd be surprised, GALA back to a chip. So a chip for GALA, which is $1. I'm just being funny with it. But a chip for GALA, can GALA get all the way back to the bean? And I'm not talking about Boston. I'm talking about $1 bean. And GALA's right now hovering at this 786 Fibonacci level, which is a really good retracement level. However, the most prominent of big retracements is the 886. Does GALA go back to 19? And 27 will tell us. 27 doesn't hold. 19 looks like it could come. 27 holds, we see 30, 31. That breakout becomes this breakout. GALA starts to move. We see Fib start to break. We could get it to bounce off of the 706, then off the 618, and then we're going for the 0.5. And we can talk about GALA really recovering. But, again, all depends on Bitcoin. So far, we have some good moves for Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin go sideways and not give it all back to 41.7? If Bitcoin can stay sideways around the 42,500 to 43,000 area, then we have a chance of more altcoins popping to the upside. Let's take a look at total, the entire market cap of cryptocurrency. Okay, back above that 2 trillion. Oof. It's been getting, It's been getting close. It's been getting very, very close. But look, giant double bottom, is it not? I mean, that's a double bottom. Let's be honest, on the entire market cap. So the entire market cap has a giant double bottom to the upside. However, we are overbought on the 4-hour. We've gotten our push up. We've gotten our moves. Can we double top up here? Get a little more gas? Can we go sideways and flat when this resets to the upside? And then blast off into space. Once we break this level here, the double bottom will be confirmed. The measured move of that double bottom will be even bigger because we'll have a swing down here to the middle. And right now I'm channeling. I'm in the zone. I'm feeling it. I hope you're feeling it. I love doing TA. It gets me in the zone. It's what I'm made to do. And it came all the way here to $22.27 trillion and breaks the $2.26 trillion resistance right there. So look, this is something I'm going to leave out there. Highly likely, can this occur? Remember, we are overbought. Good time to take some profits in the market. I know everyone's euphoric and you want to jump on into the market. However, that's not the case. You buy red candles, you sell green candles. And I'm not a financial advisor, but if you do those things, you're highly more likely to be a profitable trader. Chief, could you try a measured move for Thorchain Rune on the weekly? Shout out to Philippe for the 5-bean rupee. Shout out to Philippe. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you. Or 5. I don't know what the R stands for. I apologize. Let's take a look at SLP. SLP, I didn't mean to shun it. I will go over it. And that's Smooth Love Potion here on KuCoin and Binance. And it's doing the same thing. Look, double bottoming there. Similar behavior that we're seeing for the whole market cap, but at the very, very bottom. So if the whole market cap pulls up, it'll pull up everything, even things that are at the bottom. This is a cup and handle. I can't discriminate. My favorite pattern in the world. Sammy cup and handy for the win. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. It's a possibility. It's high risk, high reward though. 25% gains to break through this resistance. And that resistance, stop loss would have to be hovering there at 6%. They could easily wick you out. You do have a 1, 2, 3 triple bottom form though. I gotta hand you that. 1, 2, 3 triple bottom forming on SLP. But again, 4-hour wants to kind of complete to the downside. Who's to say this isn't going to come down? I don't like playing things that are this far down below their moving averages on the 4-hour. Again, you are beat down to the ground. Levels have to be held and respected. I'd look at a 15-minute, look at really small local support and resistance. You did break out of this bull flag. That's a good sign. You did have tight moving averages. You have the 50 crossing the 200 on the 15. It's just the 15, though. Don't get too excited about it. And I don't want you getting stuck trading the 15-day moving, the 15-day chart. I use it for entries. I use it to check the health of bigger moves. But that could, we are breaking out. Smooth Love Potion may begin its move back to the upside. There's a chance someone who bought here caught the bottom. However, it's very skeptical, and there is high risk in that trade. High risk in the trade. So I'm happy what I'm seeing with Total. The entire market cap of Total booming to the upside. Now it's flagging out. What we want to see is a really nice, beautiful flag here as the 21 comes back up. Price has to touch the 21. This is what I teach my students. If you're confused about what I'm saying, how do I know exactly when price will stop moving? I know I pretty much am like 80% accurate when I should be selling. Bang. I am. You do whatever makes you happy, right? I wouldn't short Bitcoin right now. A lot of people are going to try to short it again. They're going to be like, oh, this is the perfect short now. They're going to keep chasing it. They're addicted to the short. They can't take it. They want to get beat. They love shorting the most precious asset in the world, which is the worst thing you can do. I only short-term short it when I know there's volatility. And at that point, I'm not betting against Bitcoin. I'm just betting on the idea that a lot of people are betting against Bitcoin, and the up and down movement is going to create volatility. The market maker will come for you. To all you shorters out there, the market maker will come for you. And I hope you're licking your wounds today because I know you got beat to the ground leverage trading on your short. I know you did, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you unsubscribe if you're a short trader. I love you. You may come and watch my channel for just to see what I'm talking about in the world markets. be a part of a trading community, do damage with us every day. But yeah. Lick it. Wow, are you very far behind? I think my chat is like not up to speed or something, right? Check out the measured move on Thorchain. Super chat, Thorchain, the measured move. I'm the one, Shiba Army. Who got wrecked shorting today? Who got wrecked shorting Bitcoin? Anybody? Let me know. Be honest. Be honest if you got wrecked shorting Bitcoin. You shouldn't have, because if you're in my group, you've been listening. But who got squeezed? Put your hand up. Put a wave. Put a 1 in the comment section if you got squeezed today trading, shorting Bitcoin. If you thought you were sweet, you just learned how to leverage trade. And, you know, even though I said don't leverage trade if you don't have 2 to 3 years of spot trading, who took a beat down? Let me know. Be honest. Not me, not me. Look at all my smart traders. Okay. Andrew Sulo, my dude. Shout out to A. Sulo, my man. Yeah, I love the Sulo family. Great group of people. Every time I meet another Sulo, I meet another good person. So, you guys, it's infectious, man. Love y'all. You know, funny, I met John before I met anyone else. When I was like 14, 13, no, maybe even like 12. And I have honey every morning. I believe it keeps the bad juju away. I drink my bee-poo. And I have my lemon water every single day. Cleanse myself. Oh, man. Let's get into this craziness, guys. There's a lot of alts popping right now. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to go over. Everyone thought the market was dead, but it woke up today. Everybody thought the market was dead, but it woke up today. I'll tell you, man, join the lifers and you may get the vision. You got to want it, though. You really do have to want it. I like what Stack said. You got to want it. It's not going to come to those who just sit there and hope it's going to come to them. You got to work for it. But it's going to come to you if you work for it. Anything in life will come to anyone who works for it. I'm such a believer in that. Like, and no one can take away what you've given to yourself. Like, no one can take away your ethics to yourself. All right? Let's take a look at RUNE on the measured move. And we'll take a look at Rubik's as well. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at RUNE. On the weekly, did my man ask. Let's see what we're seeing for RUNE on the weekly. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, the measured move for RUNE on the weekly is 28.74 cents. That's what I see here on this beautiful pennant forming. RUNE on the weekly chart. The weekly chart is the best place to accumulate. Most people won't do it, though. But it takes a few years to really trust the weekly and get to know it. I really know it now because I've been using it every single day. So I love that weekly, man. 1 on the weekly could point to the downside a little bit. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Daily wants a little more. Could be a bit of a shoulder and a head forming and another shoulder. Yikes. It is a rising wedge here. We are bouncing off previous resistance, though. Can that hold? 1. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours pointing to the upside for 1. Looks like we're gonna get a little bit of a pop to the upside. You know, every once in a while I watch an analyst just to see what they say, and I have to be honest, the analysts on YouTube are so bad. Like, most of them are the worst I've ever seen. Like, they're like you know, it'll probably do the, you know, I'm just like, wow. Anyway, our chart showing SHIB is still possible at 10x or more. Check out UFO USDT daily, looking bullish. Shout out to Produce the Beat. Shout out to D Kennedy. Shout out to 2 more super chats coming on in. Thank you so much for throwing it down. Let's take a look at Ubix for the 333 Canadian from low profile 110. Shout out to low profile 110. Thank you so much for coming on in. Look at low profile 110. UBX, boss. Let's take a look at that real quick. Ubix. UBX on KuCoin. This thing's been beat to the ground. Triple bottom forming here. Right? Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Could this finally be the end of the end and the beginning of a new? 4 hours overbought, though. This thing could see more downside. I guess, like, people just gave up on this coin. Is the project dead? You never, I mean, just like, wow. Like, right? It is just back to that. Even halfway is like a 400% gain. Back to halfway. So, wow. UBIX, man. Beat to the ground. Slammed to hell. Wow. UBIX. And again, I don't like trading things that are beat to the ground. It has triple bottomed. The whole market has to move up to bring this thing up. Like, it's going to need a bit of a prayer. Shout out to everyone here on the live. 135 likes to 200 people watching. Please, if you're watching on your phone, flip away the comment section. Hit that like button. If you're watching in your car or listening in your car, so to speak, I hope you're not watching in your car because you're probably smashing into things. If you're listening in your car, pull on over. Grab that phone out of the dash or wherever you have it in the middle console there and hit that like button. If you're listening like Farmer D is and he's out there on the farm doing his thing, just stop for 1 second, take off those farmer gloves, pull out the phone, hit that like button. If you just forgot to hit the like button, please do it. Many times I've been watching someone that I really, really like that I would like 100 times, and I just didn't think to hit the like button. I was that absent-minded. It's happened to me. So if it's happened to me, it's happened to you. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live stream. I appreciate it. So look, UBX, which is UBIX, that thing wants to move and push on up here to the upside. The measured move would give you almost 500% gains. Over 500% gains back to its original, kind of place. And that wasn't even the all-time high. This thing has a wick all the way up there at like 2,000% gains. It could 20x back to the all-time high. I do own a bag of this. I will disclose of it. It is underwater a little bit. I'm thinking of maybe adding just a nibble like $500 to $800 because if that pops off, that kind of can take care of a bigger bag up here. So I'm thinking of maybe DCAing into this one last time, but it's got to show me some signs of life here. And maybe, if I see it bounce off of this support, if it can get above that previous resistance there, UBIX, if it can get above this previous resistance, let me zoom in here. If it can get above this, because like, see what it's doing now? I mean, it is in a cup and handle, tiny little cup and handle. But it's following Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin's exact motions, right? The Bitcoin popped already now. It is a shoulder and a head and shoulder. It looks like this thing may pop pretty soon, honestly. 1 hour wants to move. Look at this. Little scalp action here. Look at that. And I found another pennant. Here's your measure move. Look how fast we do that. And look how zooming in could gain you some. So this thing looks like it does want to move to the upside. Follow some of the gains that Bitcoin took. Move them back into some of these alts. 6-7% gain possibly on a scalp. Also, what do we see there? Shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Look at that. Pretty insanity, right? When you really deep dive. So now that I deep dive, and so like it started with us just looking at it on the daily, right? Seeing this cup and handle and talking about the triple bottom. And then look, we went micro. We went micro on you. And zoomed on into the 1 hour and really saw, look, almost the same image of what we saw on the daily. They look identical, which is crazy, right? The cup and handle. Not a perfect triple bottom, though, as well, like the other one. But anyway, UBIX says we might have a little bit of a scalp here for UBIX right now. It's also breaking out. It's got to contend with that 200-day moving average, as my man Sulo knows. Okay, let's move forward. Pump with the likes, kids. Shout out to Holy Fans. Shout out to Gina Bobina. She was doing her thing. Great challenge, Fing. It's hard work hitting that like button. Do you have what it takes to hit the like button, says Fing Buck? He's saying you guys don't have what it takes. Also, it just helps someone else find out about what cryptocurrency is. Helps someone find new things on the channel, And look at this. Joe just comes in with the $20 super chat. Good morning. Just tossing $20 in. Good morning. What's up? Shout out to Joe throwing down. Shout out to 188 people watching on the live. Can we get it up to 200 people? We did. We were at 200 just a second ago. 164 likes. Phantom, please. Shout out to Joe for the $20 super chat. You're the man, Joe. Thank you very, very much. It's very nice of you to do. Phantom, please. Free education. Like it up. So look at that inverted head and shoulder. 68% chance of a break to the upside at the end of the wedge. This is the package that you'll be looking for in general on the daily, on the 4 hour, on any real time frame. Thoughts on Charles Hockinson finally acknowledging HBAR? How about Kevin O'Leary saying he owns a big bag of HBAR to see HYDRA as a software? Honestly, it's funny. I didn't know Charles finally did that because I saw Charles. He turned me off from HBAR. Him personally. I saw him at a meeting, a summit in New York. I asked him about HBAR. He told me that he thought it was a centralized piece of garbage in the most professional, nicest manner. He was like, nah, it's okay, you know. So I was like, ah. But again, HBAR has its place. The tech is hot. I'll give it that. What if you could hit the like button and it would rain gold? Would you grab a shot glass or a bucket if it was raining gold? Shout out to Fingbook, because it is raining gold. Just today, he tweeted about HBAR. That's crazy that he tweeted about HBAR. Charles Hawkinson tweeting about HBAR. That's actually pretty big news. I got to dig that up. Can we get the team to dig that up? Robbie, can you get on that, digging that up, Robbie? Yeah, Robbie, you got to be a little quicker. I see you sitting there dunking your he's sitting there, look at what he's doing. Robbie's sitting there dunking his donut in his coffee, just sitting there laughing. I say his name 3 times. He didn't even listen. Say his name 3 times. Robbie. So anyway, so we're seeing this move here, right? And this is highly likely on the smaller time frame here for Ubix. Let's make a move on out of here. We looked at RUNE. We looked at Rubik's. Let's take a look at Shiba for my man, DJ Kennedy. Let's look at Shiba for my man, DJ Kennedy. Always on point, always doing his thing, right? Damn, man. Why are they making it that hard to find Charles Hawkinson? Anyway, I was just trying to find him, but I can't find it. Coinbase is trending. Coinbase is trending. 3,700 followers on Twitter. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu here on the game. And I'm going to have to look at HBAR. I want to see what it's doing. Shiba. Could this be the break everybody was waiting for? Could this be the cup and handle crack? Everything, look, the entire market was in a cup and handle. It took the entire market by hostage. A breakout of this, that's a big deal. That's a trend that, look, we couldn't break through this trend for a while. We finally cracked that trend line. The only thing that's been happening is we've been doing things like this, and then we've been faking our way right back into motion. So high or low is in accordance here. So for everybody watching, you don't have to jump in now. All you have to know is good move. You want to see what you do here, flag out, and we want to see a higher low. Higher than this low, we do, and we don't want to break back into this pattern, and preferably, we don't want to break here or here as support for SHIB. So same idea for SHIB, okay? And that would be a smaller cup and handle here as an idea, all right? So we want to do a smaller cup and handle, and then we want to see it take off and continue to break on out of here. So cup and handle out of a cup and handle. How many cup and handles did we draw today? That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, because I'll show you the cup and handle, and I'll get you all the way to the end. I'm just, why do I do that? I got it. It's fun. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. You got to stay positive no matter what. Positivity will get us through every single pain. How do you get positivity? Start with gratitude. This morning I woke up. I had to go to the bathroom. So I said, Dear Lord, thank you for my ability to walk to the bathroom. There's many young men and women out there that gave their lives. Young men and women. A lot of times I talk about men and women. Young men and women and trans people and, whoever who gave their lives. People in general. People. Okay, I don't care what you were. Who gave their lives. Even dogs. Even horses. Who gave their lives. But I don't want, I'm not trying to. But there's people who gave their lives in service for the armed forces. And they now have a lost limb, a lost leg. And when they go to the bathroom, it's not the same as me and you. They have to shift off a wheelchair. They actually have to make sure their bathroom is outfitted in a certain way. If they're going to move, they have to re-outfit the bathroom. If they go to a hotel, they have to make sure they get a handicapped bathroom. Wherever they go, they get in on a bus, they have to make sure it's handicap accessible. Whatever they do, they can't just get into any car. They need a minivan. It's just not the same. And so I wake up in the morning and I say, dear Lord, thank you so much for my legs as I walk to the bathroom. That's the first thing you can be thankful for. It's a great way to start your day. I'm telling you, you can use that then. And then you just start being like, thank you for this banana. Thank you for the water. Thank you for my life. Thank you for the lemons. Thank you for my child. Thank you for the air. Thank you for the... And you realize that you have a beautiful life and that you can start changing your life every second of the day. This channel is not only about technical analysis. This channel is a life Tony Robbins / motivational channel. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Tony Robbins, but the guy does motivate and the guy does show up every single day ready to move. And that's what I'm about. I'm about showing up every single day ready to go. People say, why don't you take a day off? It's blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you know what? I take time off. I make sure I rest. I had a really good night's sleep last night. I make sure I rest. I woke up this morning. I drove my daughter to school, and then I chilled at home. I had 2 hours to myself to meditate, look at the market. So by all means, please know that I do take care of myself. Think about it. Everyone worries about my work ethic, but dude, I don't have a boss yelling at me, and I don't have to sit in the car and go to my job. I don't have to leave my place of residence to make money, either for my business or for my trading. It's a beautiful thing. Multiple forms of income coming in from one place while you're sitting at your house. I'm telling you right now, I worked very hard for it though, and I dreamed of it. I used to be at work being like, how do I make money from home? I said, all these other people get to make money and they get to do, set up home offices. And honestly, it's not even home anymore. You live in your business. Your house is a place of business. Like if you came downstairs, you looked at my house, you'd be like, someone's doing business down here. Like this doesn't look like a regular dude's house. Like I painted the wall green for crying out loud. It's about gratitude. The more you thankful for more, the more you get. Yeah, just over and over again, the gratitude. Over and over again, the gratitude. Super chat, UFO, USDT, HYDRA, GALA, and KDA. We went over GALA in depth. I didn't go over GALA though. I did go over GALA in depth though. Let's take a look at UFO. A lot of people sweating it on the low prices here. I don't like to trade things that are below the 200 on the 4 hour, personally. I go to the 4 hour and the price is below the 200-day moving average. However, it should get sucked up to it just like it got sucked down to it. Same scenario. So it should act like a magnet as the 200 appears. We should blast up to it and then start to break resistance. I've seen that. Let's try it out. I mean, it happens this way. We did we've been testing this theory, and I'm telling you, price doesn't matter upside or down. We're the only ones that see it like that. It doesn't care what perspective it's looking at. Like it'll snap to the 200 to the upside, it'll snap to the 200 to the downside. It'll do whatever it wants. Shout out to Joe again though for the $20 super chat. Unbelievable. It's very, very nice of you. It's very, very nice of you. Hero smashed it 100% again today. Your calls are heaven sent. Shout out to Professor Stabby in the game, man. Appreciate you for jumping on in. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I will never take my ability to walk for granted ever again. Shout out to Joe, man. I appreciate you saying that, Joe. Unbelievable. Rick James, my brother, is also in a wheelchair. Mad respect for you. Prayers. It won't always be that way. Shout out to anyone that's suffering. Shout out to anyone that's suffering. It must be very, very tough. I can only imagine. So let's flip this chart back upside down here. Okay. Adam has been super strong. Adam is so strong. Adam BTC is really the coin I'm looking at closely too. Very, very closely. Shout out to Jordan Clock for the 99. Jordan, you're the man, dude. You have an awesome live stream. Can you check GALA? H-Town Trucker. I just did an in-depth analysis on GALA. Like so in-depth. Like I spent I'll have to be honest, I spent probably 5 to 6 minutes on it. I zoomed in, zoomed out. I went over fibs. That'll be posted, or you can just check back a few minutes and see it. I'd feel it would be rude to go over it again. I went over it in depth, like more than I usually do too, like more than any other coin. So you'll love that. Check it out. That'll be sustainable for the next couple days. Take a look at that technical analysis on GALA. And I do have that all timestamp on my wonderful team. Shout out to Cladone. Thank you for everything you do, man. I appreciate you. Let's take a look at HYDRA. And as we finish off here with UFO. So again, UFO having a nice pump. Breaking out of what looks almost like a bear flag. See this? Look at that. Breaking out. to the upside. Thank goodness. Measured move is higher now. Could do an inverted Bart Simpson of sorts. Now you're looking for, look, a bit of a shoulder, a head, maybe a little right shoulder, and a boom back up to the upside. We could see it. We could see it. Huge resistance right here. That's your big point you're going to have to contend with right there. So, and it's just this whole area, really, until you get back up here, and that's what we're looking for. Can the 200 propel us closer? This is a test that I've actually I never was below the 200. Watch it up here and see if we can get sucked to it. I'm usually getting sucked down to it. But again, I believe that it should do the same thing. We should watch this, but it should do the same thing. And so what I see probably maybe happening is kind of an upside here, another right shoulder, and then something like that where we then meet. This is interesting. I want to keep this up here and kind of have it out there. But this is my idea. And that would be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Just a giant inverted head and shoulder that starts to make our way back to the upside. Correction in a bear market or out of a bear market. You know, I still don't think we're in a bear market right now. I just believe we're bearish until we're bullish. Are we in an overall bear market? I think 2022 has a lot up its sleeve. I think we're in for some upside down, twisty-turvy stuff in the next couple months. But I believe Bitcoin prevails by October, November. And I think it's likely we see well over $75,000, $80,000 Bitcoin somewhere in the fall. I believe it could take a lot longer than we want. I believe the summer could be but we'll see. Historically, markets do get a pump from like January into May. So historically, this is a good time to start building positions, October, November, and then play them out into January and May. Hydra looking good on the 4-hour here, forming a bit of a flag. Let's take a look at it on the 1-hour time frame. The 1-hour time frame looks beautiful as well. I like what I'm seeing for Hydra. This coin's actually looking pretty hot. It's on KuCoin. I'm going to take a look at the market cap, take a look at the website as well, do a bit of a deep dive, so to speak. It's not that deep of a dive. We skim the surface here, but we begin to show you the beginnings of a dive, of a very deep dive. I like what I'm seeing here, though. This thing is showing signs of life. 4-hour and the 1-hour both want to pop. Pop, 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 pop. 15-minute is low with money coming out of Bitcoin. I could see this thing fly. Could be the trade of the day. Why is that? Well, let's split screen here. Let's look at it on... I like to do this lately, too. I like to give my students and everyone in my trading group just the meat and potatoes of what they're seeing. Right? And if we look here on the 4-hour on Hydra, and we look at the 15-minute on Hydra, they're both looking scrumptious, and the 1-hour on Hydra. Some even consider this like a cup with a handle here. We call it an emerging cup and handle. Sorry, my finger was slipping on the T to the Y. That could break on out and give you some love. See that? But it also, to me, just is a beautiful bull pennant. Now, the old me, like even a year, 8, 9, 10 months ago, and then the measured move is the length of this whole pole. Even the wick. Don't be shy in crypto. Grab that wick. Now, yeah, so, wow. We could see some nice gains coming out of this puppy. I think this is my next hone-in for a bit of a scoop. I like what I'm seeing here for Hydra. 15-minute is low. 1-hour is low. This is interesting. I like what I'm seeing for Hydra. Wow. Sonic 1, man. Throwing it down. You know, I believe I have some really smart people that watch the channel, and they don't waste their time. Their super chats are usually highly on point. And, hey, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hydra looking absolutely beautiful. Hydra. And the volatility's been good. I have to be honest. The volatility has been good for trading. The volatility has been so good for trading. I mean, we've had it. We've had volume to get in and out. We've had good spreads. All right. Hydra looking very, very nice to me. I like what I'm seeing for Hydra. 2 time frames there, the 15-minute and the 1-hour, both looking beautiful. Hydra on KuCoin. gearing up possibly for a move. Let's take a look at my baby GSX. How is it holding up here? It was all the way at 2, holding 2 still. In my mind, it's still getting tight. I believe this thing is getting ready for a move to the upside. I am personally in the trade, and I'm just hanging out, waiting for this thing to pop. So I like doing the pop. I don't know what I just did there. I just did it. Anyway, GSX going all the way up there to 531. And that is a gain of 141%. Look how tight it's been. It's getting higher lows on the way up, forming an uptrend. Something's going on with GXS. Still tight. Still tight. And this could be on BolsaDex or on Binance. Remember, HYDRA is on KuCoin. KuCoin is an amazing place to jump on in. I do have a referral link down in my description below. Jump on in. It helps the channel. Helps me greatly. If you're going to trade on KuCoin, you might as well take the referral link and jump on into the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Each and every one of you that has used the referral link, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Very, very nice of you. A lot of links below do help the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it using any referral link if you can. And Bitcoin's still pumping hard, which is crazy. I love seeing this. Like, to 43,400, it's coming from my measured move. It's like, I'm going to make that measured move, my friend. And that really was where I thought it was going to go when I posted the chart last night. Bang, bang, bang. The trade played out exactly as planned yet again. Even I started to doubt the trade, which I normally don't. And that's why I just set the trade and let the trade go. The less I use my brain and what I think is going to happen, the better. When you're like, oh, it's going to go do... No. Just let it play out the way it's supposed to play out. Don't fight the feeling. You know? Don't fight the feeling. GSX is high on that 1 hour, right? 4 hour too. Oh, that kind of blows. Sorry. Nah. We'll leave it off the radar for today because it's like, you know, it could pop still though, regardless, but I'm just going to leave it off the radar today. It's not perfect. I like things to be perfect or close to perfect. Let's take a look at our baby VR. Victoria VR on my radar too as well. Getting tight. I went over this. I'm going to keep going over it. I like what I'm seeing for this thing. Seems like something's propping up the price at this point too. But you can see this thing is ready to rock on the 4 hour. So might have already even talked about it, but just in case. No. Again, where is this coin? On KuCoin. I mean, and if I show you the coin, it'll blow your mind. Like, it's a great project. Just did a deal with Dell. So KuCoin's where you can get coins that just did deals with Fortune 500 companies that nobody knows about. You might want to get into KuCoin before KuCoin gets so hard to get into. Like, they get backtracked. People just can't even open up an account. It used to happen back in the day to Binance. I could see it happening to KuCoin. So I'd open up a KuCoin as soon as possible if I didn't have one. The Dow recovering. Why? Well, I've talked about it, right? When we look at the 1 hour, it wants to pump to the upside. 4 hours was extremely oversold and needing to bounce, so we're going to get a reversal. Like, you're going to get it. Giant cup and handle here. The daily wants to reverse to the upside. This is a beautiful cup and handle. I saw a reversal happening in the markets regardless of what they were saying, regardless of the news, all that. I don't care. The charts tell me what's going to happen. I don't care about anything else. The charts tell me what's going to happen. How? You don't believe me? Want to see something crazy? Watch this. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. This is the very reason. I may have been the only person to see this as a cup with a handle. And I remember drawing this, back then. And bang. Because I obsessively do it. And your measured move would have been to the upside like this. Look. And we're not done yet. That will hit the measured move. That cup and handle. And this cup and handle now has another measured move. And the Dow wants to voraciously pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for the Dow. That means the S&P, Bitcoin, and the money printing will continue. They keep telling you they're going to taper. What they're going to do is they're going to lie and say they're going to taper, but I think they're going to print money behind our backs. Because if they stop printing money, this entire system will collapse immediately. I'm telling you right now, we're too over default on debt. They can't take money out of the system right now. The volatility of money needs to continue. So sad, man. Giving up on yourself. Whatever makes you happy, man. You do whatever makes you happy, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So here, the Dow. Man. And let's look at ETH BTC. Another indicator of kind of the alts can kind of boom on out. Even though ETH has been kind of following off as the prime indicator of alts, I kind of look at DeFi Perp a little more because ETH isn't the best thing for DeFi. There's a lot of better DeFi moves in there. So if you can kind of see what's happening in DeFi, you can identify a movement. But this is still, look, ETH is still beating up on Bitcoin. Despite what we're seeing, ETH is still beating up on Bitcoin. If we elongate this cup and handle, and you can see how that cup and handle broke out, this one here. But if we make this big and we do that and make this a cup and handle, which it is, it says ETH wants to blast off into a cup and handle as well and continue to the upside. So there's an ETH BTC trade right there. Or ETH would just make you more Bitcoin. It takes a while though. It took like 6 months to make 60%. But there again, there's an idea here for ETH BTC. Okay. Total market cap, as we suggested, holding levels. It's another thing that we show you that a lot of other channels won't go over or talk about. The entire market cap. We also make ideas and talk about the entire market cap. Yesterday, we put this in this falling wedge, suggested that it could break out to the upside. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Boom. Look how the inverted head and shoulder broke up to the upside perfectly. Wow. It's pretty amazing. And now we wait for a flag to form on the 15-minute and the 1 hour, and that will suggest if we're bullish or bearish. And I'll be able to figure out whether we're retesting back to the downside or whether the flag. And I'll obsessively keep the flag going for my Patrons. And then if you're working, if you're busy, if you can't watch the market like me, you'll have complete update today at like 2 or 3. You'll have an update today at like 6 or 7. And you'll be completely brought up to speed with exactly what's happening with cryptocurrency. And every single day I'm out here showing my projections, and my projections pan out over and over and over again. And everyone watching the live stream can attest to that. And it's from constantly hard work. And so forget about who I am and what I am and, you know, me. Forget about me. It's about the fact of hard work. Any human being that takes this system on, the system of hard work and repetition, will eventually become whatever they want to become. Semi. I got to make a t-shirt. Make stack a t-shirt. Didn't he just do KDA? I may be wrong. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. We'll take a look at Kadena, which I believe is a top coin to be accumulating right now. Top coin to accumulate is Kadena. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance before we jump into Kadena. I just want to look at it. It's flagging right here. It's flagging. You know, alts won't be easy to trade if Bitcoin dominance continues to pump to the upside. But so far, so good. Let's look at US Tether dominance. Did it take a turn for the worse, or what's going on there? It did. Look at that. And it made a head and shoulder pattern and dumped. So funny. Look at that. And just said, I'm out. I'm going to Bart Simpson my way down. It will come back with a vengeance, but what we want to see now is the bearish retest. This now is your trend, see? And it broke. So you want to see it come back to that trend and dip off. Yes, the dollar. That means the dollar also dumping. Let's take a look at the dollar index. The dollar taking a beat down. I love it. And look, I talked about this bearish retest. Did I not? I brought this up when it was, oh my gosh. Look at this, everybody. Our prediction is coming true. It fell out of the pattern. I said, now we want a bearish retest. I said, that's what we need now. We need a bearish retest. We need the dollar to try to break back into the pattern and get rejected. And it's exactly what we saw. And you can see my trend line that I drew weeks ago like that. Like it would come up and dip. Amazing. Bearish retest of the dollar. Amazing. Also, that's this diagonal trend line here. Make this a little smaller. Oh, get off of that. Sorry. It's the passion that makes the channel. Shout out to Joe, man. Love you, Joe. Thank you so much for coming on in, man. It's the passion that keeps me alive. I'm telling you right now, without the passion, I'm dead in the water. I got nothing. I would even play this line like this. See? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Should have bounced, couldn't bounce. And now rejection. Diagonal spider lines become rejection. Shout out to Joe for the $10 super chat. That's so nice of you, Joe. It's the passion that makes the channel. Unbelievable for you saying something like that. Dell is Victoria VR. Yeah, man. Dell, man. Connected to Victoria VR, man. Big deal. It's a big deal. Totally. Look at this guy. Rio de Janeiro with the Crypto Lifer shirt. My man, dude. What a nice dude. Look at this guy. Beautiful smile out there. Look at how beautiful the water is. Oh, my God. Crystal clear green. Oof. Oof. Brazil, man. And we got people from around the world. Roll call, lifers. Where you at? Where my lifers at? Let's show people where we're at. Show people where we're at. Produce the beats. It's VR, baby. I love that gear, too. I love the shill. Thank you so much. Thanks, y'all. I got a Schrummel and a cube set with a truck and a Mind Lab 330. You always say things. We have no idea what you're saying, Preston. I think you live in... Do you live in like a giant... Like, I feel like he's in like a giant garage, like surrounded by all sorts of like shapes and like globes and like he's some mad scientist. I was like, wow, look at the size of that candle for Bitcoin. Unbelievable. Doesn't mean anything though, really, if we don't break above my levels that we're talking about. And look how we got silenced, like petted down by the 200-day moving average there. It was just like, oh, honey, why don't you sit on down there? It happened on the 2 hour. It was like, oh, there you go, honey. Why don't you sit on down right there? And now we're just waiting for the flag. And so far, the flag is forming nicely. And this is what we want to see. We want to see a flat flag of consolidation for Bitcoin. Remember, we've seen long flags for Bitcoin. As Bitcoin will flag out, we will see alts starting to pop. The strong alts beginning first and continuing, right? VR is on my radar for a move. 1 hour does look scrumptious. All right. And so I'm going to focus on the coins that I believe have the highest probability of a move to the upside. Okay, highest probability of move to the upside. Dent's been on the radar. Okay. Super chat for Kadena. Let's take a look at Kadena. I'll look at it on KuCoin. Kadena getting that push up too, but took a bottom all the way down to 8. Beautiful time to nibble. I've been buying $300 worth of Kadena whenever I think about it. I got some at 10, get some at 9. I'll get a little bit more at 8. And I'm just going to continue to add to this coin until I end up with a big old bag of it, like 3 to 4 grand of it. And then I'm going to 10x it to 40 grand and walk away. Simple as that. That's the plan. All right. I believe Kadena could get all the way to that crazy wick at $88 up there. So remember, that wick is looming. Kadena has finally found its 200-day moving average on the daily time frame. I always talk about that, and it happens. It does happen. Wherever the 200 is, price will come to meet it. If it hasn't seen it before, I'm like, oh, there you are. I got to come have lunch with you. Extremely oversold in the daily. Bouncing here. If Bitcoin can affirm a bottom now and never go below 42K again, if Bitcoin can affirm a bottom and never go below 42K or even 40K, I'll give it. We don't see the 30s ever again, and we start seeing a more consolidated move for Bitcoin, you're going to see a massive move for Kadena. Kadena is going to be one of the strongest coins that comes back. Remember, it was $1 and it flew all the way up to $29. This thing did a 30x in the amount of September 21st all the way to November. In about 40 days, 50 days at the most, this thing did an insane 22x, 30x, actually like 27x. I mean, insanity what this thing did. For the people who didn't take profits, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're still in it hoping for moves, I get it. I think you're going to get it. Patience will pay, but dang, I mean, not DCAing back in or not taking advantage of such an advantageous volatility. Horrible. But anyway, let's take a look at the 4 hour. Coming to the upside, and that's why people, you really got to pay yourself. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you got to pay yourself. At one point, you got to pay yourself. Okay? And we're going to switch it to some lo-fi today. It's a gloomy day here. A little bit of lo-fi hip-hop. We're going to move on. Sorry. Changing it up real quick. They call me Sammy Change It Up. You said those actual words, Sam. Can you check out Dreams on KuCoin, please? All that talk about me going in the desert panning XD. I dropped 5K on some prospecting stuff. My birthday present came in. I thought he already did KDA. Funny. Littleton, Las Vegas, North Carolina, Alabama, Fresno, north of Boston. Okay. Venture, California. On the beach. Michael. Tune in. And you know, we lost Crypto Greg. He wrote me a letter saying that he thought that I promoted myself too much and that he wanted to go to a better vibes. So, Crypto Greg, man, I love you, man. But you know what I wrote back? I wrote, you'll be back. They always are. Namaste, man. Have a good one, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was my favorite fan. Dude gave me more super chats than anyone I've ever seen in my life, man. It's 38 degrees here. Hope you guys are up north are warm. Yeah, just tell Greg we love him, man, that he's welcome back anytime. You know. I got burnt so bad on Dream Quest. Dang, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Dream beat a lot of people down. You own life. Yo. You have a good voice for doing voiceovers on crime documentaries. Greg memed hard on multiple channels. You're running a business and offering a service. Exactly. Love your vibes, bro. Keep doing you, man. It's called marketing. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. All right, y'all. Y'all are pretty awesome, man. I usually don't air dirty laundry like that. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I wake up in the morning and someone takes a shot at me for no reason, I'm like, come on, man. Like, why are you doing that? Like what did I do to get a shot taken? You know? Like, what did I do? I just became the lifer. Whatever. My man says you should be getting shots every day. That's how you know things are going your way, man. And I agree. I agree. Okay, so let's take a look at Rose BTC getting ready for another leg to the upside. We'll take a look at Sol too. Sol's on my radar as a big mover in 2022. I believe Sol is going to be one of the biggest gainers in the first half of 2022. Sol, and that's not Sol like S-O-L. That's Sol with a U, S-O-U-L. Sol with a U, S-O-U-L. Okay, so I believe Sol with a U can do some serious damage. So I see Sol with a U doing some serious damage to the upside. Yesterday, I brought my daughter to see a movie. I ate popcorn and some M&Ms. I regret it. I'll never do it again. I'm saying it out loud so you guys can all say, Sam, why would you eat processed food? Everyone knows, and I found out now too that all the chocolate we eat, it's all bugs. The FDA allows so many bugs per so much chocolate because the cocoa nut attracts so much bugs. And when they grab it in mass, they can't take every little bug out. And the bugs fall in and they mush it all together. So when you're eating a Hershey bar next time at the store, when your friend asks you for a Snickers, when you think it's cool to eat processed food like I did last night and I'm in pain right now, horrible pain, know that you're eating bugs, that a big company does not care about you. And you're also eating high fructose corn syrup and a bunch of other horrible things for your body that are going to deteriorate your mind, body, and soul and take you to the downside. Don't go to the downside. Man, who cares? I love popcorn and chocolate, man. I mean, I'm in pain, though, from having popcorn and chocolate with my daughter, man. You know, we saw Sing 2. Pretty funny movie. I thought it touched on a few things that my 7-year-old daughter shouldn't be talking about. I think she was a little young for the movie. I think even a 14-year-old was too young for that movie. You know, but anyway, you got to live sometimes, though, right? I don't know. My whole thing is everyone says that, but that's what they want you to say. If you got a car, right? You put in 97 octane, or you got a motorcycle like a Harley Davidson, you put 97 in it because you want your engine to have less ethanol. You want it to be clean. Look at Sol. Sol's looking beautiful, setting up for a big move to the upside. If this can carry out, looks like there's more downside overall. Like it can come back down and touch 245. But I like what I'm seeing for this coin. And I like what's kind of setting up. Okay. Daily extremely oversold for Sol Phantasma. On KuCoin, nonetheless, I'm telling you right now, KuCoin has every single gem you need. KuCoin is the spot. And they got so much awesome stuff, and they even have extra security as opposed to Binance. They do. They have an added trading password. They have a trading account and a main account where you have to transfer back and forth. So if anyone, it's just, they have just a better way of organizing your money. You can keep your money in your main account, and then you can trade in your trading account. So you can have like a savings and a trading account. It's real. I think it's a beautiful thing. Check out KuCoin. If you don't have one today, look at the link in my description below and jump on into KuCoin. It'll blow your mind. Great customer service, great team. I've had a KuCoin for 5 years. Never had an issue with my KuCoin account. So Sol, USDT on KuCoin, baby. On KuCoin, baby. Looking right on the daily. And I'm going to keep talking about this coin. Bullish on that daily time frame. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's vibe on out. I'm an organic farmer. Love the bugs. They keep your food safe from other bugs. Cool, man. Even the larvae and the maggots and all that too. I'm just messing around. Dark chocolate is good for you. That's what they say. They say dark chocolate is good for you. Any thoughts on KCAL? The gas for Sol. Interesting. They got gas for Sol, which is KCAL. You know, that actually might do some numbers. The fact that you're bringing that up, smart man. So everybody, let's take a look at KCAL. The gas for Sol. How does the business grow if we don't promote? I don't get it, but hey, I appreciate it, man. I don't know, man. People just love taking shots at the kid. He did say you're a rock star and you're amazing, so he was nice to me about it. But you know, the way he did it was just like I was like, what's the point of saying that? Like, if either you're my fan or you're not my fan. Like, it's almost like, hey, I'm your fan, but I'm going to be passive aggressive to you, and I just want to let you know that, like, you know. I'm trying to figure it out. I still can't figure it out. It makes no sense to me. Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, I stopped trying to figure other people out a long time ago. I still can't figure myself out. You know. Let's go. Produce the beats. I just wanted to take a look at this KCAL here, which is energy for Sol. It's at the bottom of its barrel. Oh no, it came up though. Started at 0.4 and it's at 14 cents. My thing is this: if you believe in Phantasma, then you pick up a bag of this too, because you believe that the project is going to do good and it's going to do numbers. I think the project's going to do great. This is interesting. So he put KCAL on our which is Phantasma Energy. Very interesting, and this could do some serious numbers to the upside if it can break on out. I mean, of course, high risk, high reward for a coin like this. High risk, high reward. Phantasma Energy. But now we get it. We got the fuel for the soul. Isn't that funny? We got fuel for the soul. Phantasma Energy, which is funny. Fuel for the soul. Get it? Sup, guys? The stock market looking pretty. So it's a good day for crypto. Watch them vibes out your life. Have you mentioned anything about LRC? It's been the most bearish coin lately, so I suspect quite a big pump for this one. We've been talking about LRC a lot, actually. It's funny you mentioned that. And there's our flag continuing. And this is what I keep my lifers updated on. And what I do is I put alerts on the 15-minute, and I put alerts on the 1 hour. And I'm aware of where the price action's going every couple of hours, every 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I keep my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people in my Patreon who pay a wonderful $99 a month. I keep them well up to date. Again, the screen share is going to be at 10 o'clock Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Saturday morning Eastern time. It's usually Wednesday night at 6 p.m. I'm going to switch it to Saturday morning, and not forever, just this week. And it also gives people that don't get a chance to get in. And so I think it's cool. I like that idea. And jump on into the weekly screen share. It's a private screen share for only patrons, but I advise you jump on in. It's going to be a great time. We go over my Token Metrics account, which costs you $84 a month. So you're basically forking over an extra $15 a month to have access, because you already have that would cost you anyway. And then you have an analyst, you have my group, you have the charts, you have so much. Leaving my group is probably the most foolish thing you can do. The Token Metrics weekly go over every week is well worth $100 a month alone. If I charge $100 a month just for the weekly meeting, I think people would do it. I really do. They would just come to that meeting, and I'd be like, pay $99 a month, and you get 2 hours with me every week, and we go over blah blah blah. I highly likely I could charge $100 for that a month. Making me wonder, I really think that the subscription will go up soon at one point. Like when the market rips again and there's a lot of demand, highly likely so if you want to lock in your price right now, you can pay for a year for $1,000 if you pay in cryptocurrency. You can pay for 3 months if you email cryptolifers@gmail and pay $270 for 3 months. I mean, that's basically like getting access to token metrics for $70 a month. Like, I mean, it's a no-brainer, and you get to do it in cryptocurrency. I just, hey, thoughts on RBC, cross-chain swap platform? We love it. We absolutely love it. I talk about it all the time. I use it all the time. I mention it all the time. I'm actually not a master in it, but I use it a lot. Sam, in the FX area, people are down over 1K USD a month. Super chat, RBC, IOTA forming semi-Copenhagen, head and shoulder. IOTA looks hot. It's getting tight on the daily time frame. We have a huge target for IOTA. So I like what I see happen for IOTA. Thank you, Keylor, TA Crypto, my man. Shout out to Produce the Beats for the 199. Shout out to Rodney Robinson, the double R. Victoria VR, cool and ready to fly. It does look very nicely coiled up. I never said I didn't have muscles. Shout out to the Kadena Super Chat. Thank you so much for the love, my man Jordan. Took us a while, but we got to it. Again, if we ever miss something, my admins always make sure I get to it, and then at one point we include it in the live. And it's also timestamped, so you can jump on in. Okay, so there's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. We don't really got to watch it anymore. We know it's going to flag on the 15-minute and the 1 hour, and if the flag holds, we're bullish. If the flag doesn't hold, we'll look for lower time frame ideas and bounce off resistance and support. There you go. We looked at the dollar dumped. We looked at Total was doing well and bouncing back above 2 trillion. We looked at the Dow came back up, and I showed you the big move for the Dow was in a cup and handle. What else haven't we covered for you? Anyone? What else do you need? Like, anybody? We looked at Bitcoin dominance as well. We looked at US Tether dominance. No other channel does it the way we do it. No other channel covers it the way we cover it. No other channel goes through the deep dives and then has fun in the altcoins. We also looked at PooCoin. We looked at a bunch of PooCoin. We found out about Phantasma Energy today. You found a new coin called KCAL with a tiny market cap that could explode if Phantasma explodes. You now know how to piggyback on the move of Phantasma with a $10 million market cap. If that didn't just blow your mind, because that's also strategy. Again, contract address pasted and put right back here, pasted here, and then brought right back into PooCoin. Now you learn how to use PooCoin. So much happening. We also showed you the inverted head and shoulder when we went into the deep dive. We showed you how we zoomed in on a coin from a zoom out to the zoom in. Showed you how I looked at the daily and the 1 hour, how the 4 hour, the 15-minute. Man, come on. No other channel is going to give it to you like this. No other channel is going to be this obsessive about the details of technical analysis to make sure that you are up to speed on every single thing that's happening in the market every single day. So shout out to you and yours for supporting me. Osmo and Adam and Luna, all are the thing. Cosmos, Eco, Gonna Moon. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Adam is a big deal. I've been holding a lot of Adam for a long time. I've been believing Adam since it was $3.78. Adam BTC is the play for me. Adam BTC is my personal play. I'm honing in on this coin closely. Adam BTC. Look at this beautiful flag that it's forming. If you look at it on the daily time frame, there might be some minutia on the up and down on the 4 hour, but if you look at it on the daily time frame, this thing's getting ready to boost to the upside. Already up a little bit from initial. Already up 8%. But this thing wants to move. 70.77% gains. Extremely oversold in the daily. Ready to rock. The handle doesn't always have to be a downward handle. There's your cup. And there's your handle to the upside. Adam BTC. All right? And so that's what I'm looking at for Adam, making a bit of a move. If you need to see it on the USDT pair, I understand. A lot of people just need to see that USDT pair. That makes them feel all warm and cuddly. Look what I have here, and I've been forming this. Look, the upward channel, the top channel, bit of an ascending triangle. Also, there's a shallow shoulder, a nice head and a shallow shoulder there as well, ready to blast to the upside. I thought it. You might have thought it. Don't say it out loud. I know what Gina thought. I know what Gina was thinking about. Shout out to everybody on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you coming on and look. Adam USDT on the daily time frame, ready to blast to the upside. Gina was thinking about that's an ascending triangle and an inverted head and shoulder. That's what she was thinking about. She's a great student of mine. How dare you think anything else? Sick people. Sick people. Anyway, now I'm looking at Adam USDT, and this thing does want to make a bit of a move here on the daily time frame. However, getting overbought on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. It still has momentum, and we can see a bit of a move. And is today the day that the market finally says enough is enough? Jordan Clark showing some love today. What do you think about IOTA staking? I have to close 1 billion shimmer from staking on Firefly. You think SMR will be worth money? Honestly, that's up to you. You know more about it than me. I haven't done a deep dive on shimmer and the IOTA staking. I'm not a huge fan of the IOTA ecosystem. I'm more of a deep diver into the Phantom ecosystem, Phantom starter, and to that other new. There's a new starter on Phantom too that's on my radar. Taurus, Taurus or something like that. That's on my radar. That's a coin I'm really looking at. A new starter IDO on Phantom. Well, I would love to get my hands in that. But IOTA looking beautiful. Look at it. If it cannot dump out of here, and if we can get a move back to the upside and we can stay in the channel. All eyes on Bitcoin, I was saying when I made this, I was like, it's all eyes on Bitcoin. But if we can stay in this beautiful channel and pump to the upside, IOTA does have a 247% move coming. Thank you, Lifer Grand Teacher. 1 BTC, please. And thank you. Shout out to Jesse Sven. Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you for coming through with the super chat for $3.21. What a precarious number. But it's the 1, 2, 3 backwards, is it not? I'm trying to get what you're putting down there. Sending subliminal messages through the super chat. Let's take a look at Rubik. Rubik is my baby. RBC Rubik. Why do I like Rubik? Well, the site's beautiful. The colors are beautiful. It's a little expensive. I have to say that. Rubik's a little expensive, but it's the easiest, quickest way to go multi-chain and get it done fast and furiously. I teach people how to use Rubik. I talk about multi-chain, and it has all the 7 chains that I'm into. I'm into Avalanche. I'm into Phantom. I'm into Matic. I'm into Attic. These are the top 7 that you'll find me in. Harmony 1, which I'm just starting to dabble in more than ever. Harmony, Phantom, Matic, I'll dabble in Matic, play with Matic, throw around some Matic, have some fun on the Matic chain, right? I like Phantom, I love my Phantom. Matic, Phantom, Avalanche, right? Do my thing on Avalanche. Harmony 1, love to get down on Harmony 1. Binance Smart Chain will forever be a love of mine. Still has cheap fees, and the cheap fees are 50 cents, 40 cents. By all means, please, let me stake and earn all day long. And so, yeah, and then Ethereum because it's around, but it just because it has to be on there. Honestly, if Ethereum wasn't part of the MetaMask wallet, would you even put it on? Who here? Put a 2 here. Put a 1 in the comment section if you would just remove Ethereum from your MetaMask wallet. I mean, why do I want it there? It's a waste of time. Honestly, for my beginners, I wish it wasn't there. It just makes them trap money that they have to spend more money to get out. If it was never there, then how many times I had a beginner or someone using MetaMask and they end up throwing USDC and they're like, how do I get USDC off of my MetaMask? And I'm like, oh, that's stuck. You're stuck, aren't you? Now, Flux has been wanting to do damage too. Let's talk about Flux. I had an idea for Flux pumping to the upside. Let's take a look at Flux. Okay. So Flux was in this ascending triangle as well. Held lower trend line. Let's get rid of all my messy work. Someone's calling my phone. No one ever does, so I find it a bit strange, Right? He put a 1 hardcore, yeah, what's the point, right? So here we have this beautiful ascending triangle here, right? For Flux. Wow, Flux looks like it is going to do some serious damage to the upside. Look at that daily chart. I mean, it's been a big mover. It's got legs. And it's got a really nice chart. That's 134% gain from where it's at now. Where is Flux? On KuCoin, all right? I'm telling you right now, any hot coin is on KuCoin. If you don't have a KuCoin account, you're missing out on the gains. Thank you for keeping us in the game every day. Shout out to Holy Fans for the $25 super chat. Yeah, you know what? If you don't show up every day, you miss these beautiful times. Everyone was starting. I'll be honest. If we didn't get a pump today, people were getting lackluster. They were. There was a lot of fear in the market. People were getting lackluster. It was tight. It was tight and tough. And we're not out yet. I don't want everyone to be like, I don't want you all to be like in the hammock. We're ready to go. We bottomed out. Market's awesome. There's a chance we're there, which is cool. It's cool because, you know, yesterday there wasn't a chance. Yesterday it looked pretty bearish to me. This break above 42K back into that 43,000 region is a huge deal to me. It's a mover. Honestly, what was going to happen in the next few days was really going to determine the next 3 months, which is going to really have a lot of impact on 2022. So, like, this week alone was very, very... And this weekly candle is going to be a big, big deal. And who's going to be there? I am. Who's going to be there for the weekly candle close? I know I am. My whole team is. We are. Because the lifers don't play games. The lifers don't take days off. And the lifers know what's up. So there's Flux on the daily time frame. KuCoin. I can't reiterate enough how insane KuCoin is, baby. Insane KuCoin is. And I really like who gave us KCAL, who gave us KCAL. I really like that. Whoever gave us that, smart move. Appreciate you for doing that. Like, really good move. And let's go to Dex Screener, which is really the newbie where I should be going, everyone's telling me. Wow, it's got it all. Can you chart here, though? You have to be able to. So there's wrapped Rubik. This is where everyone goes now to chart. Wow, Rubik is booming. Look at that. Rubik took a nice pump. So, you know, it's almost like everyone was waiting on the market. And once people saw Bitcoin break above the support region, almost like the algos let go, a lot of people just decided, hey, it's almost like the algos are giving them signals here. I think this is going to be a huge coin. I like it and use it a lot. They say you should buy and invest in things that you like and use. Like if you're a gardener and you get a good gardener product and you're like, it's way better than the other ones. It has a nice gel fit. It's more durable. Then maybe that's the company you should invest in. You know, my dad always talked about stuff like that. And, you know, invest in what you know. Here's a bit of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder there forming as well as we broke that neckline. Let me kind of point that out as well. And there you have the move to the upside, right? And you could have even made this trend here. And we were getting tight with a break to the upside. Rubik showing signs of life. I like what I'm seeing here for Rubik. Well, can you do this big screen and use the tools too? That's the thing. Why do they hide my tools when I'm big screen? That's the only thing I don't like. Because I want to be able to work big screen and they don't let you on these. Interesting. But there's Rubik on Dex Screener. And that's not bad at all. That's a good chart. This may be our new home. No more PooCoin. We may never go to PooCoin again, my friends. And you even see the buys and sells just like PooCoin. You see what you need. I get it. And I could actually make this a little bigger. That ain't bad. And we get a bigger screen than we had on PooCoin too as well. So Rubik. I'll send that out to the tweet bills. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. You just might get a chart in your lap. Is Raven in a cup and handle on the daily time frame? I believe it is. We went over it yesterday. I'll take a look. I see you, BABYDOGE. Send a super chat, please. BABYDOGE is on a mission. It's been booming. Let's take a look at BABYDOGE. Just because I'm here. Every once in a while, a BABYDOGE coin, eh? It's on a mission up 2%. Really? No, but it did pump like 2 or 3 days ago. BABYDOGE was doing serious damage to the upside. BABYDOGE. Okay. Ooh, I mean, this is a pattern that PooCoins love to pop out of. Sounds weird, right? But like it kind of did it here too. Slanted, kind of inverted head and shoulder, even though it's hard to see. This is crazy. Baby Doge does look like it wants to do some numbers. I would put it on the radar. My man may have a point here. Baby Doge up 32%. Yeah, there's a chance. Baby Doge. Remember, get the right contract address. Look these things up. You know, don't just be like, oh yeah, Baby Doge. Always just go here to CoinMarketCap. Get the proper contract address. Paste that in. Make sure you're using the right one when you go over to PancakeSwap and you want to get busy. But Baby Doge does look like this thing's about to pop hard. Tell your friends. Come back and tell your friends. If you had fun today, tell your friends. All right? If you had a good fun time at this live stream, Holy Fans dropping $25 super chat. Thank you for keeping us in the game every day. Nice try, Rod. Not falling for it thrice. Love you and these traps. Sounds like a trap, Rod. You're not supposed to do that, Sam. I know, right? I tell everyone about the live in the group. I fall into these traps willingly. Baby Doge is the consolidation. Another 5 to 10K X incoming. I believe it could, but honestly, I wasn't paid by Baby Doge. And this is high risk, high reward coin. It could go to zero tomorrow. Be very careful trading something like this. It does have a bigger market cap, though, at 1.6 billion. How these things get to $1 billion market cap is insane to me. Like, it still boggles my mind. Like, I'm like, come on. Really? Really? Even if SMR goes to the price of Shiba, the free shimmer I would be worth 5 to 10K. Firefly wallet, if anyone is interested, stake in IOTA. 1 shimmer every 10 seconds for each IOTA. Also get ASM for each IoT. I mean, that's not bad, bro. I think you're going to do well with that. Good luck to you on that, man. That sounds amazing. I might even do that. You never know. You're my top 1 best YouTube discovery of 2021. Shout out to Michael Beauregard. Thank you for saying that, man. I hope I made YouTube funner for everybody. I hope I gave YouTube a whole new look, a whole new feel. Because, I just don't want to be the same like all these other YouTubers, man. Like yesterday, I cried my eyes out and talked about my wife and life-changing situations. But we got through it together, didn't we? I'm open-minded to be open-minded. Shout out to my lovers of life. Shout out to each and every one of you kicking it with me today. 10 to 12 every single day. Having a blast, feeling the love, feeling the light, learning, and getting our money on every single day and getting down to brass tacks. Let's talk about Rose BTC, shall we? Rose BTC showing big signs of life. Rose was a big mover last week, was it not? Of course it had to consolidate, come on back down. Sammy Bean sold the top at 1,300 sats. Right around there. Why? Because we were high on the daily time frame. We were also super high on the 4-hour. Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. Right? We were also just high on the 1 hour when that trade was starting to get right there. We got to a point. RSI was high too as well. All the indications of a pump. We hit the measured move. Very close, a little more. So I'm waiting for our next pumpage. Okay? We're waiting for the next pumpage now. This thing, I believe, will have legs and continue up. All right? Why? It's touching the 21-day moving average. A little bit of bearish divergence there forming, but we're oversold. I believe we can truck on up. This is starting the parabola to the upside. It's getting ready. Rose is about to do something big. I think a big partnership is coming out. I don't know it. I'm not reading up on them. I'm just going by what I see in the chart. When I see charts getting hungry like this, tell me something's brewing. And then usually they come out. You have to remember, these people aren't foolish that own these coins, right? Like if 10 of us started a project, right? 5 of us would be really good analysts, right? Whatever. Most of us would be good at the charts. And then we'd start our project. And don't you think we would put news out? Like, would we put news out when the daily and the weekly were extremely high and we saw that the chart said we were going to dump? I wouldn't do it as a trader. So I would put news out when the chart was low. So when I say show me the charts and show you the news, like, don't think they don't look at the charts when they put out the news. And don't think they don't use a bullish chart to come out with news. All right. So it's just interesting concept I want everyone to think about, but it's true. And it's common sense at one point. It's common placement. Like, it's like, oh yeah. Are you going to come out like you know, it's like, so I see a little more downside, bouncing off parabola, maybe even coming down here to support. But once we hit 900 sats, if possible, I mean, I'm ready for another leg to the upside, and this thing could have serious legs. So I'm watching Rose BTC. It's on my radar for my next big move, and I believe it's forming the parabola and getting ready for more action. So I like what I'm seeing for Rose BTC. Remember, a lot of things I show you in the charts or that I post, I want people to understand their bigger time frame ideas that can extend into a bigger time frame, and you have to kind of maintain that idea. So like, you have to have I suggest having a whiteboard, right? And on that whiteboard, you write down long-term projections, like Rose BT, like things that are really low on the daily that look good. And you're like, all right, these are the things that I want to work on because their daily charts look nice. And you should backtest this stuff so you can feel comfortable with it. XDZ went all the way back to $4. Like, what a piece of garbage coin, man. I think, like, I don't own any, honestly. But, like, to go all the way to 9 on that great news that it had, like NFTs and all that. And then I do see it pumping back all the way up to 11 and continuing up. But still, like, this market's been very hard for a beginner, right? Like, I could just see a newbie like, wow, like, they're just getting twisted and turned around. Like, Telcoin, like, what a great project, but just like, it gets a pump and then dumps, and it gets a pump and then dumps. And holding a penny now, finally, I mean, its new low is there, and you could see a massive move to the upside. I do see Telcoin. That's the thing. If Bitcoin recovers and we see a Bitcoin move, I mean, every one of these coins is going to follow suit. I've seen it happen before. It'll happen again. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm waiting for these. And that's why I don't leave the market. I do not leave the market till I get mine, because it will pay you. It will pay you. February looks parabolic. Thank you for the 225 lifer likes. You're the best, fam. Can we get up to 200 likes in the lifer, fam? I know we can. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. You know how many people are going to jump on into this live when this market starts pumping back up again? You know how many people are going to be here like, dang, man, I should have been in there when lifer was grabbing all those coins on the low. Kadena at $7 when it's $50 again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the awesome comments. Shout out to all the super chats. Shout out to all the love. Like, look, when I replay the super chats, look how fast it has to come on in, man. You guys are amazing. It's insane. Like, super chat after super chat coming on in. Official channel, man. No one's touching the lifers, baby. Gas USD. Look at its website, too. Ninja Guy 420. Let's take a look at that. Telcoin does want to pounce eventually. Let's take a look at Gas USD. Rubik 1 BTC in Gas USD. The 1 BTC pair people want to look at. You can get it on, oh wow, the 3-day wants to come to the downside. I'd be careful, that 3 day is a big boy. All right. I said we come all the way back down to bounce off support. Pretty simple, really. I'd look for an entry back in at about 579. Let's take a look at gas. I usually don't go that fast either. It just, not much to talk about there. Gas BUSD, or Gas USD, he said. All right, cool. So Gas USD on Binance. It's also Neo Gas on KuCoin. Interesting. Neo Gas. Okay, the gas for Neo. That was Ant shares. It would go from pennies all the way to 100 and some odd dollars. Turn one kid's life, $5,000 into millions. Change people's lives. Ant shares, which was Neo. That was the crazy story of 2017. I'm an OG. I've been in the game a long time with this crypto stuff. A long time with this crypto stuff. Possible double bottom for gas, booming up to the upside. Also a giant cup and handle. Signs of life. TA suggests this thing will pop to the upside. I like what I'm seeing there. The 3-day wants to flop. Daily, some indecision, a little more sideways action. I believe GALA can still 10x DKD for sure. Is 10x max for SHIB, GALA, Matic, or Mana? I believe Mana can 10x. I believe Matic can 10x from here. I believe GALA can probably maybe 20x from here. Or even more. Shiba Inu, I believe, can 10x too as well. Is that the max? You never know. It does have a big market cap. You know, there's something to heed, you know. That BTC flag means business. Is it still flagging, baby? And remember, Flux is in a good spot too as well. We're going to put you in, we'll give you the top 10 coins that you need to watch for the week. And bang, 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 bang. You know? And we have to look at our baby XCA chain, this shady AXC that just won't go down. Which is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, look at this. Definitely an amalgamated move here. Like, that doesn't happen on its own. The complete straight line, just hasn't broken $8.06. Like, no up, no down, though. Like, so weird. But if this thing moves, we already played it, and it pumped hard 2 times. Made huge gains for us. And it says there's a 40% gain coming. So we keep watching this shady, strange coin. Just keep watching it. IOTA's got the big move to the upside. Watching IOTA. And see what he just said about the mining. That mining incentive for the glimmer is going to make people buy IOTA. You get it? So it's going to give an incentive for IOTA's price to go up. So now we remember, oh yeah, he said he liked to do that, blah, blah, blah. Tori McFarland, thanks, brother, for the hard work. See you tomorrow, anytime, my friend. I can't believe we did it again. Don't sleep on Audius. Audius is hot. I agree with you 110%, especially on the low. What top 3 coins I would accumulate on the low? Kadena would be the number 1 coin I would be grabbing on the low. I'm telling you right now. At $8, it's a still. Kadena, gonna make a big move. Can do security, scalability, the trilemma. Okay. Let's take a look at Radix, Radix, EXRD, which I do hold a bag of. I always, talk about that. And we talked about opening a trade there for Radix. Still hasn't hit the stop loss. Still bottoming out here at about 21 cents for Radix. But I see Radix doing damage all the way back up to 77s, 77 cents and 7 tenths of a cent. Adam looking bullish here. Inverted head and shoulder, forming the pennant. Adam looking bullish on the daily time frame. 4-hour does need to cool off a little bit, just like the Bitcoin pump, but we will see. Mineable tokens are going to be a big thing soon. Bitcoin Z, mine it or go buy it. The larger the market cap, the harder it is to double. Matic market cap, $16 billion. It would have to go to $160 billion cap to 10x. That's very difficult. Yeah, but if the space starts to grow in a way you wouldn't believe, it really, you wouldn't, I don't think you realize what's going to happen to cryptocurrency. You're going to be like, oh, 10 years from now, you're going to be like, oh, that wasn't difficult at all. I'm talking holding Matic for 4 or 5 years. I think you can definitely get another 10, 20x out of it, but it may take 4 or 5 years. Maybe it take a year and a half too. Anything is possible in crypto. Like, I don't dispel it. Ocean's on my radar for a pop. Why? It's in a beautiful cup and handle here on the 4-hour daily, really too. Wants to fly. I see it getting all the way up there to a target, all the way at $22. If Ocean can kind of continue to do its thing. ADA up 11% today. Trading the leverage token for ADA. 4-hour wants to fly for ADA up. That's a nice play right there. So we'll look at ADA 3L, which is a beautiful coin here on KuCoin. And you can see it's in a beautiful cup and handle is what we call this inverted head and shoulder with a pump to the upside. Had you played that, would have been a beautiful leverage trade for you on Cardano. We'll take a look at Cardano now. It will have to come back to that 200-day moving average, forming a beautiful flag here. Forming a beautiful bowl here. And then coming down on a falling wedge, right? I love these leverage traders, the point of control. They talk about the point of control and the middle point and all this nonsense. And honestly, I laugh at that stuff. And I shouldn't laugh at other people's trading styles. Like, they probably, you know what? As long as they use it every day, they'll be good at it. But I find it flawed. It lacks probability. At least my trading style has some type of probability at one point. You can be like, well, it's highly likely we're going to long, or highly likely we're going to short, or this is highly likely to break to the upside. Like, highly likely you're going to make money on this trade because of the positioning of the strength, the resistance of the support, right? You can even pull a mini fib here and it looks like you're at the 618. And you are. So it's like you're in the golden pocket. I don't know. All eyes on ADA Cardano. Nice pump right there for Cardano. All right. If it's out there, I'm going to find it. If it's out there, I'm going to find it. That's why people like the Patreon, because this is 2 hours, but the markets are 24. You only get 2 hours of me here. In the Patreon, you get me all day long, baby. All day long. And that's what we're talking about. And that's the action that people want. People want to be in tune. And not everyone I know has 4 screens around them like I do right now, and they're doing the damage, right? So if you're at work right now, I used to have a job, and I probably was watching a guy like me till I became a guy like me, but I had to watch a guy like me first while I was at work. $75 is the top of ADA 3L. I don't know what this man's saying. I can never fully translate his absurdities. But Preston, I appreciate you, man. Sunday swap coming out today. ADA hopefully shoots up. That's the best part. I get the lifer 24/7. The best gift. We love you, Sam. Keep shining, man. Hope you and your wife are holding up well. Praying for you guys. Juan Pablo. Thank you, man. You know, this morning I woke up. I'll be honest. I wasn't going to say this today, but I woke up not feeling happy. My stomach kind of hurts right now. I was in a bit of a pain. The show really makes me feel good. Once I start streaming, I realize what I was here for. I'm doing my purpose. We start looking at things. The market moved today too a little bit, gave me a little bit of just, a little bit of a, okay. And then, you start to get that feel. Where is ADA 3L? Where can you trade ADA 3L? What is ADA 3L? ADA is a 3x leveraged coin. It's a pegged derivative asset. You're trading derivatives. Now you can be cool and tell your friends you trade derivatives. So you could join KuCoin, trade ADA 3L, and you can go tell your family and friends that you trade derivatives. I'm telling you right now, it sounds cool, doesn't it? Shout out to everyone here. So come on and trade crypto derivatives with the Crypto Lifer. Have a blast. Be careful. We only trade small amounts of leverage. We don't go hard. So ADA 3L on the radar, right? And what I do is some days I just sit through these charts and I fly through them. And there's so much more I want to talk about, but I'm not going to mention yet, all right? I'm not going to mention yet because I'm going to go over it myself and take a look. I do like Doc right here at about half a penny, but again, I'll swing this buy zone over to A. I do like Doc here at the bottom of the channel. Kava got a big mainnet coming out as well. Glad you were able to push through the morning. The pain sneaks up on you now and again. Fight through. Sending you and your family love always. I don't recommend swaps. Ditto on the lemon water. DJ Roland Rick. Shout out to Roland Rick, man. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, and especially after the aches. I got to drink it all right now. God. I can barely breathe. I'm just feeling funky and wonky lately with the, just the craziness that's going on in my life. Same on the lemon water. I got back to it after years because of Sammy here. There you go, man. Bought a picture the other night and lemons, man. Yo, shout out to my man, dude. Yo, that makes me so happy. Like, as much as I want people to trade too, getting in on that lemon water, doing your thing is awesome. Awesome. AAVE showing signs of life in coiling. I just want to put that out there. AAVE showing signs of life in coiling up here. I see it moving to the upside. I got legs on AAVE right now. Near protocol, it's hot. It's going to pull back, but at one point it's going to go back on a vengeance. So you definitely want to pay attention to near protocol. Don't let it slip your mind. Although we already kind of did the 10 to the 20. Now it has to double all the way to 40. It's kind of, we can find some fresh meat out there. We can find some fresh meat. Let's look at Jerry. Or was it Jerry? It's a new coin on KuCoin here coming out. Well, there's CHMB too. CHMB Valley. Let's take a look how that thing was doing, because it was actually bullish comparative. Wow, it actually did great. Let's look at CHMB Valley. Dude. And you know what? I'm going to keep this analysis for my patrons. I'm going to hide it right now so you can't see it. That might be the coin of the day. I think we just found something that's hot, and there's more coming to the Patreon. So if you want to know more about what we're doing, if you want to jump on in, if you want to be a part of an amazing group of people and a positive, uplifting group of amazing individuals, I suggest you jump on in. And let me break it to you. What do you get in the Patreon? I mean, you get access to all my rooms, all these rooms. Crypto Lifer 99, which is a chat and analysis strategy room. We just have to be cool and hang out and be cool, right? All my charts and analysis, everything that I'm posting during the live and while I'm inside the charts late at night, like the Bitcoin trade yesterday at 11 at night. I post at 7 in the morning. I'm giving you updates throughout the day, no matter what's happening. The NFT Metaverse and Focus Group, where you can just jump in and out of what's happening in the Metaverse area. The TA Learning Library, where once you take a session with me, because I also do one-on-one tutoring, which most people that offer Patreons do not do one-on-one tutoring. They just don't do it. They don't offer that. You can't meet the guy one-on-one. You can meet me one-on-one. You can ask me questions. You can really get to know me. I can become your mentor. I can become your friend. I can help you through cryptocurrency. I will never be your financial advisor. I will never go over your portfolio. I'll never tell you what to buy and sell. But what I will do is I'll work every single day to make sure you know what's happening in cryptocurrency, and I'll keep you up to date and I'll keep you up to speed, and we'll go over all the coins that matter. And every single week, we're going to cycle through the next group of coins that are going to produce those gains. And we're never going to be leaving you kind of where, you know, where you're never going to be wondering where your mentor is, where the guy who started the group is. I'm always going to be there. I'm always going to be there. I'm never going anywhere. I'm here for you. I'm here for each and every one of you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here every single day. You enhance my life in a great way. I love each and every one of you. I will work so hard to enhance your lives as well. Like, it's that simple. It's the karmatic give back that I'm going to continue to use. Then you get the VIP charts and ideas, okay? Which is where other lifers that have been trained by me post all their ideas and charts on top of what I'm looking at as well. So if that doesn't get you going, and then you get the weekly screen share for 2 hours from 6 to 8 p.m. every week, where I go over my Token Metrics account, which also costs $84 a month. If I haven't sold you now, if you're not just like blown away, you can also pay in cryptocurrency for $270 for 3 months, so it's $70 a month. I mean, it's like you're getting so much for so little. And I'd love to see you in there to enhance our group's energy. If you feel it, if you know you can bring something in, and once you learn, you can help other people too. I'd really appreciate you jumping on in. You pick good music, moments to promote yourself, and talk about how much attention you give. Yeah, I mean, the music inspires you to talk, honestly. And, you know, it's part of the music. It's part of the feeling, you know. Let's take a look back at Bitcoin before we jump on out of here for the day. Unless there's a raging super chat coming out there. We love you too, bro. Shout out to Andrew Sulo, man. Thank you for saying that, man. That's very nice of you. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here. 43,200, holding 43K. It's a beautiful sign, right? And again, like, oh yeah, there's really not much to say. We got the flag cooking. And how did I know? Look, it even filled my flag exactly. We started the stream right there. I said this is where Bitcoin will start to pause now and flag out. How did I know that? Because I know it, all right? Because I get it. If you want to understand, like, if you want to walk on water, if you want to be a part of if you want the TA to live in you, and you want to live and breathe TA the way we do it, jump on into the Patreon. We'll be here for you every single day. Shout out to the lifers, my lovers of life. I appreciate each and every one of you. At the end of, I'm out of here for the day, everybody. I just want to put that out there. I'm jumping on out of the Patreon. I'm jumping on out for the day. Yo, man, I've been tight on money lately. Really want to join the group. I watch your stream every day. Is there anything I can do to help you to be in the group? Juan Pablo. Yeah, you know, Juan, what you can do is you can find a way you can learn how to trade to the point where you can get out of whatever situation you're in. Just keep watching my live stream till you can get out. Then once you get out, you can give back. A lot of people, I really believe there's enough here. I'm putting down enough here to get you where you need to go. That's really how we started this. You know, we used to just come out and trade. And eventually people will just make enough and they'd be like, yo, I'm joining the group. I made so much. Like, I learned and we're not giving calls, and we're not going telling what people to buy and sell. They're learning technical analysis, and then they're applying it, and they're using what they applied, and they're gaining. So my group keeps growing because people keep growing and people keep gaining. And then someone helps another person and it keeps moving. So just keep showing up every single day, man. I truly believe charity is a cool thing, and I don't mind giving back to people that really, really need it. But my best students, I don't want to give them charity. I want to see them make it. Because you know why? People gave me charity, and all it did, like my friend helped me pay. People helped me, and until I dug myself out of rock bottom completely, like it really, like it wasn't going to do much for me. For offering so much for so little, stay blessed. Shout out to Sam B. Thank you for saying that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for each and every one of you coming on in. We're going to get through these times together. No matter how bearish or down it looks, we're going to make it through. Look at that. We made it through with the inverted head and shoulder. We broke out of that beautiful bull pennant. It did what it was supposed to do 68% of the time. We got it. Now we're forming another flag. Let's see where the flag takes us. So all my Patreons, I'll see you in the rooms. Thank you for the support and thank you for the love. To each and every one of you coming on, remember, you can join easily. $270. Well, and even for one, we'll take $275 for 1 month. We'll leave that open for, just for one more week, $275 for a month, if just for you to get a bite of what's happening. Then it will flip back to $100, or you want to pay for 3 months. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Peace. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Words can't express my gratitude. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll keep working hard. That's the only thing I can do. My actions will express my gratitude. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Crypto is life.